This is totally fascinating, guys. Colorado Parks and Wildlife trying out something new. Canine companions. A man's best friend can provide all kinds of support to police officers. We see that all the time, of course.
Well, this pilot program aims to see how dogs can help wildlife officers with enforcement, wildlife management, and education. Joining us here in studio this morning, we have Brock with Colorado Parks and Wildlife and his canine partner, Cash. And this is interesting, Brock, because you typically think of police dogs tackling the bad guys, drug-sniffing dogs, you know, following the scent on missing people.
That's right.
This is a whole different arena.
Exactly. So Cash is one of our 2 wildlife canines in the state with Parks and Wildlife, and he's the touchier, friendlier law enforcement person, I'd say. And he was actually donated to us by Bear Point Kennel, which is a hunting breeder that breeds pointing labs in Larkspur. So he's been a great asset for the last 1.5 years.
Well, and you were saying these antlers here, and these specific ones he didn't find, but this is similar to something he would track down out in the wild?
Exactly. So we brought these in just for show and tell, but he did find an illegal bull elk that was poached here about 3 or 4 weeks ago. Very similar in size to these. Some hunters went in and they trespassed illegally and they shot this bull elk on some private property. Right.
How do you train a dog specifically for this kind of task?
So with dog training, a lot of it is repetition. They like to smell. I mean, they have a nose that can smell a long ways away, things that we can't even think about as far as odors. But we like to keep it a game. So when he finds his smell, he gets his ball. It's a game to him, so it's fun and games.
Do you create like a baseline first?
We do. So we start off easy. You may have something hidden, like he's trained on wildlife, so we may have a piece of elk meat hidden somewhere where he can't get to it. Inside a building potentially, and we'll walk him by there. When he first notices, oh, that's a smell, that's a different smell, we'll give him the ball. So then he associates, oh, that smell equals my ball.
Yeah, it's a reward system.
If I find that elk, or I find that deer, if I find that bear, that equals my ball.
All right, so let's get up. I know you've got a little kind of demo set up here of kind of some of the skills he can use. What do you have along the wall here?
Yeah, so just for demo purposes, I have 4 different backpacks or bags, and one of them will have a wildlife part in it. So I'll bring Cash over to him and he'll sniff them and he'll determine, hey, is there something in there or is there not?
Pretty quick process for him?
Yeah, pretty quick and it's efficient. So we'll go over and we'll do a quick search. Come on, Cash, find it. Let's go. So he may cheat and go to the first one, but we'll make him look at every one of them. Good. Good.
He's in work mode now.
Good. Good. Come on. Good boy!
That was pretty fast.
So you see what he did is he'll go past it sometimes because he's like, oh, wait a minute, I want to check that out. But then he went back and he put his ears back and he looked like, okay, where's my ball?
How important is this to tracking down people that are illegally poaching or killing animals they shouldn't be?
So he's a very important tool. He's very efficient. Like if we're searching a vehicle, for example, potentially a big trailer that may have wildlife parts in it, may not, we can take him around a vehicle and search that area in like a minute, where it may take us 5 minutes to pull everything out or longer. And it's also just a good tool to have, like if we're out looking for evidence, maybe he's looking for a shell casing, empty shell casing, for example, out in the woods, or he's looking for a dead animal carcass that may be a mile away. He can find those as well. So he's just a tool that we use. Makes us more efficient as wildlife officers, and plus he's just a good ambassador to the public from Parks and Wildlife.
Well, thank you for coming in.
Hey, thank you for having us.
We appreciate it.
Thanks, Brock.
Thank you.
Here's a good boy.
All right, let's get on over to your
He said I could pet him, by the way.
Oh, really?
I know you're not supposed to pet like service dogs, but he said I could pet him.
No, he's pettable.
All right, let's get to Sam first, because Sam's got a time saver traffic alert
He's
she's
so
watching.
happy. I love it. Right now, we are